Greetings viewers, if you click the video link, you already know what you're here for. If you are looking for something in specific regarding this pistol, you can check the timestamps down below. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'll go ahead and start off by saying this is the first gun that I've had on this channel where I will tell you straight off the bat, do not buy this. Unless somebody is paying you to take it or is giving it to you for free, I can assure you you are paying too much for it. So this is the LORCIN L9mm. It is a 10-round semi-automatic pistol made by LORCIN Engineering. They were founded in 1989 and closed their doors in 1998 from bankruptcy due to all the lawsuits that came from things like product liability, personal injury, and wrongful death. So they've made several different firearms over the years. They have 22s, 25 autos, 32 autos, 380s, and the 9mm. This particular pistol, my girlfriend's late father, this was in his possessions. And just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about it. Go over it and maybe explain a little bit of the functions, features, show you how to take it apart so you can clean it if you have it, and maybe some reasons to stay away from it. The lawsuits and the company going bankrupt weren't enough. Just keep in mind that High Point is still in business. So these are very cheaply made pistols. They used to be referred to as a Saturday night special. They're usually a little smaller caliber, cheap, easy to get your hands on guns. They are made of an injection molded zinc, which kind of helped keep the cost down. So things like the frame here, you can even just look at it and tell it's kind of a cheap, like pot metal, not very good construction. Some people might see this shiny slide on here and think, oh, that looks really cool. The blocky grip is not very comfortable at all to hold on to. The trigger pull on this thing is atrocious. There is no slide stop or slide release. This lever right here is the fire or safe switch. So when the safety switch is on, you cannot rack the slide. Put it in fire mode, you can rack the slide. Again, there is no way to lock it open, so there's no last round, hold open, nothing like that. Our magazine release is actually down here in probably one of the most inconvenient spots next to a European pistol with the little hook style mag release. So you're definitely not releasing it up here. You're gonna have to completely break your grip or use your second hand to press and strip the mag out. Again, it is a 10-round magazine. Nothing super fancy or special about it. The little notch for the mag release is actually in the bottom corner here, opposite of the switch to press it itself. So you should be able to see that down in there moving. The sights on this thing are also not great. Got two little red dots here and then a red dot in the center. They are built into the slide, so there is no swapping any sights out. There's no slide cuts here. You're not putting RMR on this thing. It does have a grip safety on the back. So once the gun is in the fire position, you must depress that in order to be able to pull the trigger without pressing it. I'm pulling the trigger while it's in fire and nothing is happening. Of note, the trigger on this thing is also atrocious, if you could believe that. So once I grip the safety, you can pull the trigger on it. Also of note, this was safety checked prior to filming several times. There is no live ammunition in the room that I'm in, so that's why I felt comfortable pulling the trigger without safety checking it with you guys here. The extractor is kind of a claw style here built into the slide. Cheap plastic grip panels here. They got the LORCIN name here and the model and caliber on it. So let's go ahead and look at taking this thing apart. So again, let's say you found this in a relative's belongings, it got passed down to you somehow, or you just found it at a garage sale somewhere. So if you're going to take this thing apart, you want to check it out, clean it, look at the inner workings of it. We're going to look at the back side here. So you'll see this is where the firing pin is, and then right below it we've got this little rectangular black plastic portion, and there's kind of a little circular piece in the middle there. What we need to do is we need to actually depress that portion right there. So I've got my Glock punch tool. You can use any sort of small punch that will allow you to get past this frame portion here and get down in here where we can actually press this button fully, because that needs to actually be pushed in. And this is kind of funky to do. Now, depending on how the springs are in your particular pistol, and if this is your first time taking it apart, what I would recommend doing is having some sort of a box or something close behind it, because you could have the potential for a spring-loaded part to shoot out, and what you don't want to do is have that shoot across the room and you don't really know what you're looking for or where it went. So just having some sort of a stop to catch that. So what we need to do is you have to depress, again, that piece as far in as you can, and we're going to pull the slide slightly to the rear and then lift it off. So we're gonna pull a little bit to the rear and then just pull straight up. You can kind of relax the recoil spring in the front. It's gonna wanna pull the slide towards the front of the gun, which is fine. You can just kind of gently guide it. So we separate it into our two pieces here. Let's get this out of the way. So the top of the slide here appears to be pretty dirty. So you've got this right here we can go ahead and grab, slide this all the way out. You'll notice that it has kind of a little pocket and then the flat side, so it only goes in and out one way. You can dump this to the back. You've got your firing pin and your spring here. So you can go ahead and clean all this. I would not take anything else apart. The extractor is held in with a roll pin there. There's nothing else here functional that you can mess with, so you can go ahead and clean this or inspect it, see if there's any damage or wear. The barrel is fixed to the frame here, so you're not taking the barrel off or doing anything with that. The recoil spring does come out of the front. You can go ahead and clean and access everything. There is nothing else here to disassemble. I would not recommend taking any of these parts out of here. So we're just gonna go ahead and pretend you cleaned it, and we're gonna put it back together. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put the recoil spring back in the front, just drop it down into the hole. It should slide in and be almost even with the barrel. Putting the slide back together, you're gonna look at this pin. It's only gonna go in one way, otherwise it's gonna be wrong. So the one long end after this kind of section here, this is the firing pin. This needs to go towards the front of the pistol. The end that's kind of tapered back here is gonna go towards the rear. So that's what we're gonna drop in first through this little channel. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take that spring, drop it on there, and then take this part here. Again, you've got that little cup and then the flat side. So we need to use that cup to capture the back of the spring. You can kind of have it sticking out a little bit to make sure it goes around it. And then this should just fit right into that channel and you can kind of slide it forward. So when we're putting this back together, you need to pay attention to that little piece here. Needs to interface and go into that hole. So that's what that's designed for there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of put our finger over the back here to make sure this doesn't slide out, depending on how dirty or clean your pistol is. That may be sliding a little bit more than others. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook the front of the pistol here, make sure the barrel goes into the hole for the barrel. The recoil spring should press against the bottom of the slide, and we're going to push it back a little bit at a time until we get it to the point where we can, again, line up that piece with the hole in the bottom of the slide. You're going to pull to the rear until that happens, drop it down in there. It should snap into place, and then you can release it. It should only move about that much once you drop it in the hole, and your pistol is reassembled. You can function check it if you'd like. As long as the slide doesn't go flying off, you've got it back together properly. So just a quick video on a pistol that, again, I recommend not purchasing or owning if you can help it. Maybe if you're a collector and you want to have it just to have it on your wall, then absolutely nothing wrong with that. So definitely not even comfortable to hold, let alone shooting it. The safety issues that go along with it, another reason I would recommend not owning and or shooting it. And part of the reason why I'm not going to, it also does not belong to me, so I don't want to blow it up and then be responsible for it. So anyway, hopefully you found something useful in this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. And thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.